An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the kick by Butker is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now out come the Giants. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive begins with a handoff to Gallman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Eric Armstead in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bash.
Super toe.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
12.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Go ahead.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
11. 21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
I got you. Black 80! 180! Hey, 152. Hey, man. Watch the blue. 21.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On second down, here's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for 5. It's third down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
12, 12. 6, 6.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now a toss play, it's Breida. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Screen play, Johnson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Butker able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up second and 10.
Come on, let's go. White 90.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10.
Let's go. White 90. White 90. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Flex.
They'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's James. Oh, look at that. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 26. Garoppolo on first down. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, gun. Here we go. 180. 6.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Garoppolo firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now second and 13. Play action, Garoppolo. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Black 80! 13! 13! Go ahead.
Garoppolo again. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Go ahead. Here we go. Like 20! Switch! I got you. Like 11. 13!
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Steps away to his left. He gets it left side to Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll toss it to Breida, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They call that a loss of 6 yards, and it's 3rd down now. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Come on, let's go!
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Gallman. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run again here with Gallman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round!
He'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here we go, here we go. Go ahead. Hey, check motion in. Put your 21, 21. 11, 11. Check back 11. 12, fellas, here we go.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they work this out past the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
11, 11. 6, 6.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, But that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
Here's Gallman. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Back now here in Santa Clara.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Back to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10.
Ohio. Ohio. Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Gallman will run it. And an alley to run. And past the 30 down to about the 27. On the ground, it's Gallman again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Come on, let's go! White, 90!
Now Gallman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go! White, 90!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
They'll look to throw here. Out to his left. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38!
And the blitz does come. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Go, go! 6, 6!
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Get ready, 11, 11, 11, 11. Check back, 11, check back, 11. 21, 21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Niners on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 19.
Wait. 2.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Wide open receiver, complete. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
13. 21.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Go. I got him. He's mine. 21.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Black 80! 180!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
13!
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here. Johnson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you.
12!
He's back to throw. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. They do tack on the extra point as well, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Cantrell. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Back to throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. It's Murray. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Now Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And he's got It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. And my friend, drama as they get the lead here in dramatic fashion in the final moments of this one.
The only way they can win, find a way into the end zone as the time was dwindling. Defense knew it, still couldn't prevent it.
Butker now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. New York set to take the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Niners, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.